My name is Seth Bani, and today I'm going to show you how to design this. Alright guys, so let's jump into Photoshop and then let's create a new document. Now I'd like to keep here 2000 pixels, and then 72 here. I'm also using RGB, and then I'm going to call it crossover flyer. So let's click on create, and then go to view, and then go to new guide layout, and then set here to 2. Make sure this and this are checked before you can even set here to 2 and here to 2. Click on margin and then choose 0.25 inches. Send it across. Now this way, anytime you want to print it, you're going to have a very nice bleed to use. Click on OK, and then let's start with our design. Click on T, that is our text tool, and then let's go and pick cross. It's amazing how such a blank canvas can design such an amazing flyer, you know. So let's just go, and then let's go and pick organite font. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave this in the description for you. Let's go here and set it to extra bold. Set the font size to 691. Enter. Sweet. And then let's also make sure the tracking is 0. Nice, everything is coming together nicely. You can click here if you want. It doesn't really make a difference. And then also let's go here. We don't want it to be too black. Let's set it to 0A0A09. Okay, so you can see it's not too black. It has a little bit of ash in there as well. This is great for me. I would like to drag it somewhere here, but doesn't really matter. We are going to work on the size later on as we proceed. Duplicate it and bring this one down here. I'll go here and choose over, and then double click here and then paste it. I also go to my character and make sure this is off, that way I have it like this. Go here and choose taken by vultures. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be in the description for you. Now click over here and set it to 513. That's the size. Click on enter. Alright, let's drag it somewhere closer like this. Okay, so I think something like this is great. We could bring it here a little bit. Let's change the color so that we can see it well. We are using E0C04C. Alright. Now also, because the background is white and it's color yellow, we can't see it well. So we can do two things. Either we are going to give it a shadow, or we are going to give it a stroke. Or you can even give it both at the same time. But I'm going to stick with a stroke. So I'll double click here, and then I'll go to stroke, just so we can see it. I'll set the size to 5. Also, I don't want it to be inside. I'll set it to outside, and then normal. Click over here. I don't want it to be too black, so I'm going to use 1D. Alright, not the black color. Then click on OK. Now this makes the yellow stand out a little bit more. Also, crossover, it has to be service, so let's type service somewhere here. Let's type here, and let's pick service and paste service there. Alright, drag it somewhere here, and then let's go and pick Montserrat and set the font size to 58. Also set the tracking to 150. Amazing. And then let's zoom in. Okay, so you want to drag it somewhere here. Also, let's pick our rectangular tool and let's stretch it from one corner to the other. Let's drag it down, and then let's make sure this whole rectangle is below the over. so that way it hides behind the over, and then let's drag it here as well. Pull it, pull it. Okay, now it's sticking over here, so the best thing we can do is give it a mask. Click on our brush, make sure our caps lock is off, reduce the size of the brush. Also make sure here is color black, choose color black, and then you're using your brush over here, make sure the opacity and the flow is 100. Let's still reduce the size a little bit, and then clean over here. If it's not clean, probably it's because you have not clicked over here on the mask here. And so let's drag it here a little bit, and then let's clean this side as well. Nice. Now let's see how we can position the service. The dot on the eye is sticking out, we don't want that to happen. Okay, so I think we need to drag it down a little bit more. Okay, so that way we can place the service in the middle. Nice. So we are done with that. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do is to put the whole thing in a folder, and then let's call it cross over. Nice. We are done with that. Let's bring our time over here, or our hourglass, drag it in there, and then resize it and drag it somewhere here. I also would like it to be under the crossover. Okay, so let's see, let's resize it more. I think this is great. This is great. Now let's give it a mask. Click on your brush, make sure caps lock is off, increase the size of the brush, choose a soft round brush, opacity 100, flow 100. I think you get a draw now, right? Brush here, here's color black, and then click over here, and then you clean it, and then you clean this side as well, and then you clean this side as well. Okay, now give it a layer on top. Come here and pick color white, and just try and then fill in color white around it. Just to help blend it in nicely. Alright, so I think this is great. I'm going to put both in a folder, and I'm going to call it our glass. Each has to be here, hourglass. Awesome. Now in between the crossover and then the hourglass, I'm going to put background in there, this one. Okay, and then I'll resize it. Sweet. Enter. But I don't want it to stand out. I want it to remain in the background whilst everything on top of it stands out. And so I just want this to be in the background, just to add more depth of field to the picture. So I'll go to filter, and then I'll go to blur, and I'll go to Gaussian blur, and then I'll set it to 31.8. Click on enter. So now I can feel like it's in the background. There's some depth of field. It's way back. That's awesome. But then our hourglass is missing. So let's give it a mask. Pick our brush. Also make sure here's brush. Here's soft round brush. You guys know the drill already. You know the drill already. Opacity 100, flow 100. And then also here's color black. You click over here. I think you get it already. So now we just need to bring our glass back in there. So just click over here, reduce it a little bit, and then just hit it. Keep on hitting it. Keep on hitting it until the whole scene comes. And I think this is great. So this is great now. Let's start with our details. Let's bring our everything like this. Great. Let's see. Alright, so let's start with our details. And with that, let's see type over here. And then let's pick Friday. Now let's go here and change the color to color black. We are still using Montserrat, but then this time we are going to use quite heavy font. Let's use extra bold. Awesome. Let's set it here to capital letters. Also, let's set the font size to 89. Great. Let's set here the tracking to 0. Awesome. And then the color black here already. So this is great. Let's drag a line over here just so we know how we are working. Okay, alignment really matters. It's a principle in graphic designing, guys. You can't really mess with your alignment. You might be a very good designer, your alignment is messed up, your design is gonna mess up. It's really gonna mess up. Okay, so let's pick December, and then let's paste December here. I think I would like to go here, since all of them are going to be left aligned. I'll rather make all of them left aligned once and for all. Maybe drag this down a little bit. Okay, now duplicate it, and then ST. Go here and then make sure this is off. Small letters like that, and then let's set the size to 54. Zoom in, and then let's place it somewhere here. Okay. Also, I like to pick this and draw a very thin line like that. Don't want it to be too heavy, something like this. Set the fill here to color black, and then make sure the stroke is off. Let's see. Awesome. Let's drag it up. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's pick December, duplicate it, drag it on top of it, and then hold shift and then drag it down as well. Okay. Now let's pick Kingdom Chapel International and paste it there. Open your character, and then let's change some few details. We still want it to be Montserrat. We still want it to be extra bold, but then the size, let's change the size to 56. Sweet. I love this. Let's turn it up again. Okay, and then I think this line is too much. Let's pull it in there. Great. Awesome. Let's duplicate the kingdom, and then let's bring it down, and then let's pick these details, double click here, and then paste it. Awesome. We are still using Montserrat here, and then we are still using the size. Let's change the size to 49.8. and that'll be good. Let's change from extra bold to medium. Alright, so you can see some contrast at work over here. You see here's bolder and heavy, and then this is quite light. Makes the text just makes the text pop up nicely like this. This is what we are looking for. And then the tracking, let's set the tracking to 0. Also make sure everything is bolder here, or everything is caps here, and then we are setting it to color black as well. And then let's duplicate this rectangular line one more time. Let's drag it down. Okay. Alright, great. And then let's pick kingdom, and then let's drag it down. Open your character. Now I want us to go and pick 8 p.m. Let's just paste it there, 8 p.m. Great. Now let's set it to Montserrat still. Let's make it extra bold here. Let's check the size. Let's make sure it's 89. The tracking, let's make sure it's 0. And then let's click here, and then let's choose this particular color over here, the color for the over. That's what we are going to use, and then drag it down. Now let's zoom in, And then let's see what we are doing. Okay, click over here on your rectangular tool and then create a very, should I say cute rectangle? Alright, so I think this is great. Alright, this is great. It should be color black, so double click here and set it to color black. And make sure you drag it under this. Also make sure that the 8 is in the middle of the rectangle. It falls on all sides. It's in the middle. Okay, very important. These are the little tweaks that makes your text pop up nicely like that. And so let's see. Okay, now duplicate the 8 p.m. and just push it this way. Let's set the font color to color black. Let's pick this detail, sharp, and then paste it over here. And then let's also make sure we set it from extra bold over here to regular. So you see contrast at work over here again. Bring it quite closer to it. And then I think we are done with that. And so let's put everything here in a folder. And let's call it details. Now I feel like there's less space down here, so I'm going to move everything up. I'll select the details, the crossover, the hourglass. I'm not going to select this. Okay, so just this 3, and then I'll just move it up. So I think this is quite great. Alright, next thing we're going to work on is the logo. So the text tool, and then click somewhere here, and then pick the name of the church, Kingdom Chapel International, and paste it there. Now open your character, and then we are still using Montserrat. We are still making sure it is regular here. Alright, now the size, let's set it to 31.6. Awesome. That means we need to work on the leading. Let's reduce the leading. Let's see. In fact, let's set the leading to 29.9. Let's see. Sweet. Works. Set the color to color black, and then make sure here is caps lock. Click on over here to make everything caps. And then let's pick this logo, drag it in there, resize it, move it here, double click on the logo, and then go to color overlay, click over here, set the color to color black, and then click on OK, and then OK. Now let's zoom in, and then click on your move tool, and then move it somewhere here, and then let's see. Sweet, I think this is awesome. Now click over here and click over here and put it in a folder, and then let's call it logo. Let's see. Awesome. This is great. Let's also make sure this is in the middle of here. Great. And then let's bring our model in there, or the preacher man, or whoever is in charge of the church. Drag the person in there. You don't want the person to be facing the other way. You want the person to be facing this side, because this side is facing here, he's also facing here. It's going to be great. So like this. Basic graphic design principles works all the time. Okay, so something like this is great. I think something like this is great. Let's see. I wish I'll send him up a little bit. Everybody knows it's crossover, right? So even though the S is a little bit hidden, it's still great. It still gets the message out there. I still feel like let's bring the details and then the hourglass quite closer. Okay, so this is it. This is great. This is awesome. One more detail, or should I say 2 more details. This is the model. Let's put it in a folder. Let's call it model. Okay, let's bring the telephone number of the church or any contact information of the church, and then click over here. We are setting it to Trajan. Let's type Trajan Pro regular. Okay, So I'm going to leave all the fonts and all the resources to make this particular flyer in the description. Okay, and when you go to the description and then you go to my blog, sometimes when you click once, it redirects you to a certain blog. Please cancel it and then come back to my blog and then click it again. Just be swift. Immediately that redirects you somewhere else. Stop it, come back again, and then click on the link. You will get it on the second or on the third try. And so let's set to Trajan Pro regular here, and then we are setting the size to 34, and then also let's boost the tracking very much. So let's set it to 740, and then let's right click it, and then let's see, rotate counterclockwise. I think so, yeah. And then move it somewhere here. But I just don't want to move it somewhere here. You want it to be in the middle of the entire flyer. So bring this and then Control T, and then make sure it's in the middle of that. Great. Okay, so let's drag this outside this. Okay, so this is going to be the contact. Okay, so now I want you to click here, make sure here's color black. Okay, here's color black. Now go over here and then go to your gradient map, and then click over here, and then you click on this particular one, and then click on OK. Now I want to go over here and set it to soft light, and just like that, everything stands out. And so guys, if you love this tutorial, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel as well. I love you all guys. See you in the next tutorial. Peace.